Hello everybody. So through this session we will continue with the literature, and in our literature we will do scene passage. So today's chapter is A Truly Beautiful Mind. So the very first scene passage is this one. So first of all we have to read this paragraph carefully, and then we have to answer these questions given on the next page. So first of all we will carefully read this paragraph and then try to attempt the questions. So the very first question here is, where did Einstein go to high school? So from here we can find in the very second line it is given here that he went to high school in Munich. So we'll write down he went to high school in Munich. Second question is, when had his family moved to Munich? So this also is given in the very next line that his family had moved to Munich when he was 15 months old. So we'll write down his family had moved to Munich when he was 15 months old. Likewise, the third question is, what did Einstein hate? So this also is given very clearly here that Einstein hated the school's regimentation. Regimentation is too much strict discipline in the school. So we'll write down Einstein hated school's regimentation. Likewise, the next question is, when did he leave school? So this is also given at the end of the first paragraph here that at the age of 15 Einstein left the school. So we'll write down he left the school at the age of 15. Next question is, where had Einstein's parents moved to? So this also in the second paragraph only we can see here that Albert's parents had moved to Milan, Italy only. So we'll write down that. We'll write down his parents had moved to Milan. Likewise, the second paragraph is also there. This one followed by these questions. So first of all, we'll read this paragraph carefully and then we'll try to attempt these questions one by one. So the very first question here is, what work did Einstein do after he was a university graduate? So from the very first second lines only we see that at the age of 21 in 1900 he was a university graduate, unemployed also. So he worked as a teaching assistant that time. So we'll write down after his university graduation he worked as a teaching assistant. Likewise, second question is also there. Question is, when and which job did he finally secure? So this is also very clearly given here in the fourth line that he finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. So we'll write down he finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. Likewise, third question is there. What was he doing secretly? So this is also given here in this line that he was actually developing his own ideas in a secret. So we'll write down he was developing his own ideas secretly. Fourth question is there. What did he call jokingly his desk drawer? So this is also given here that he is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer a Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So we'll write down he jokingly called his desk drawer the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Last question here. Which was the one of the famous papers of 1905? So this is also given in the second paragraph, first line only. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity. So we'll write down one of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity. Likewise, the third paragraph is there, this one, followed by these questions. So first of all, we will read this paragraph carefully and try to attempt these questions one by one. So the very first question here is, what did Einstein do at the urging of a colleague? And in the very first line, the answer is given that at the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt. So we'll write down at the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American president. That will be enough. Second question is, what kind of letter was it? So from here, in which he warned. So it was a kind of warning letter. So we'll write down it was a kind of warning letter. Third question is, what did he write in the letter? So in the letter he wrote that a single bomb of this type, we are talking about atomic bomb, if exploded in a port, it might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. He wrote that a single bomb of this type, if exploded in a port, might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. Fourth question is, what did the Americans do? So we see from here that the Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own. So we'll write down the Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own. Likewise, the last question here is, when and where were the atomic bombs dropped? So this is also very clearly that the atomic bombs were dropped on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. So we'll write down in August 1945 atomic bombs were dropped on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.